Hope everybody had a great week. I know I did. And I'm going to continue to have them great weeks. So, what do we got planned for you? Well, it looks like the solar system has all arrived. Now we got to unpack all this. Don't mind the mess, by the way. This is kind of like my garage slash storage system slash toolbox. A little bit of everything. So, looks like we got everything. We'll unbox everything and we'll give it a look-see. I did go ahead and put the panels and the rack system together. I went ahead and saved you the mediocrity of watching me put, I don't know, 200 different bolts in and tightening in the rack and in throwing the panels on. So the panel's been together for a few days now, waiting on everything to come in from the solar system. It's been like a week and a half of bits and pieces coming in. However, just to let you know, this is a 3.2 kilowatt system. I'm guessing, I'm hoping, I guess, that it'll power the whole camper all day and all night. Each panel is a 200 watt panel for a total of 800 watts. And hopefully I can put them in a good spot where the sun is going to constantly hit on them. We'll have to give that a look-see. Probably move it around, play it by ear, depending on the cable lengths that I have. And we'll go ahead and get this unpacked. And we'll get it back, get the video back going. Boop boop. Looks like unboxing is finished. For the most part, we got to unwrap a few things. However, I'd like to take a little bit of time. Let's go over some of this system just to give you a little bit of I guess knowledge on what I'll be using out here. Okay, so we have a 2000 watt inverter which will convert the battery DC power to 120 volts. So that'll give us everything from our TV and I really just Xbox, game systems, whatever. I'm hoping to plug just the whole camper right into this and we'll see how it operates. But all lighting is 12 volt off the battery of the camper anyway. So we may not need it, but we got a 2000 watt inverter. We have two lithium 100 amp hour batteries. Hopefully two's enough. We can always get more if we need it, but I'm guessing for now this is going to be good. And then we have our charge controller. The charge controller basically makes sure that the batteries don't become overcharged while the solar panels in that direction are getting sunlight. So it won't allow the batteries to explode, if you will. So this is a very important part. And then of course the batteries are very important. Inverter important. So the rest of this, just some niceties. This is I guess a little Bluetooth device that allows me to see what's going into the batteries, what's coming out of the batteries via my phone. But I think this is the cheapest one you can get. So there are other ones that you can get that'll click onto your Wi-Fi and then you can check it anywhere wherever you're at. However, this one, due to the fact that it's a little cheaper, this one you have to be within Bluetooth distance to be able to do that, which is nice because I'm just around the camper and I can turn it on, turn the system off, everything and monitor what's going on via this little bad boy. A lot of this other stuff, I mean, I'm aware of some of this stuff due to the fact that this is my first solar system. We're kind of playing this by ear, you know. I gotta read a bunch of directions, as you can see on the table, and basically we're gonna do this together. So help me out, see what we can do. Let's put this system together. We got a bunch of wiring. I kind of know where it goes. We'll see how it goes. These are the extension cables for the panels to get from here, from the panels to here. These are, I don't know, they recommended me to get these extra cables. It looks like I had enough cables to do everything I wanted to do. We only have 4 panels. We're looking at doing a 24-volt system. This will connect the batteries together to make the 24 volt system. These cables were well good enough to make the panels 24 volts incoming. So I'm not sure why they recommended I get more of these. These may be a little bit better. It says 100% copper. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe these are a little maybe not as good. So we'll see how that goes. This is the battery cables coming in from the batteries to the charge controller, and that thing is extremely hot. Let's give it a little, let's move it a little bit into the shade. So that works. This came with the charge controller hardware. Yeah, we'll figure that out as we go. All these brackets came in. I'm not exactly sure what the brackets are for. I believe they're probably part of the panel system. However, the rack system came with everything I needed to mount the paddles. So I'm wondering if these were meant for mounting the panel like on the roof top of the camper or something to that extent. So we have options there. Like I said, there's very few directions. Kind of playing it by ear here. I did some research on solar. I'm not a professional by no means. All of this stuff here came with the inverter, so I'm trying to keep it together. I kind of know what a few things are. Of course, this is the hot wire coming from the batteries to the inverter. It's got a link in there, something that's very important. You don't want to fry up your inverter. And I'm guessing this is a negative terminal with a ground. So we'll see how that goes. I'll read the directions. I'll do some more research before I fry anything, because that's the last thing we want to do. And then this little bracket came along with it. No idea what that does. We'll figure that out. I'm guessing it hooks into this little ground wire here somehow. And then this, I know what this wire is. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. This Ethernet cable goes into this. I guess this is the remote, I guess, if you will, to operate the controller or the inverter. So we can change the settings of how the inverter is supposed to operate and when it's supposed to operate, how it operates. Looks like it should be fairly easy to hook up. I say that before we start. However, nothing's ever easy with this guy. Nothing. I make stuff difficult. So as long as we don't burn anything up, fry anything, I think we're good. So I will follow the instructions. I will do some research, make sure that I'm doing what I can. For today, the goal is to just get a temporary setup to make sure everything works. Once everything's operational and it looks like we're running some stuff, I'll run probably just some little things off of an extension cord just to make sure that it's actually working. And then I plan on building a battery box, basically a power stand, if you will. We'll mount everything right to that. I want it to be, so I don't want this system to be permanent. I want to be able to move it anytime I'm ready. So when I do finish the garage and I'm ready to move the solar system into the garage, then I want this system to be able to move with me. So nothing's going to be permanently mounted, not into the ground or onto the camper or anything of that sort. So this system can be moved very quickly.
Nice.
Woke up this morning and to a pleasant surprise, they're out here pushing gravel this morning. So I got here as the first dump truck dumped its load. They were out here pretty early. So yeah, it's looking good. We got at least 2 or 3 loads in here already. Hopefully they'll finish out this morning. It's looking really good. More driveway space, more turnaround area. She's coming together, boys. Can't wait. Well, good morning, folks. So, yesterday was kind of a good day. We got the gravel in. The driveway is looking, ooh, so good. Another thing we did yesterday is we got this all mounted up and got it all hooked up. So let's kind of go over what we did. Come on in here. Come here. Take a look at this. Well, don't be shy. It's not going to bite you. Just jump on in. Alright, so what we got here, we got the charge controller hooked up with the little Bluetooth device so we can monitor what we got going on in here. We got a little bus bar down here that's grounded. So we grounded both units so we don't take any electricity through the body. However, the great news is the batteries are charging. However, the bad news is the old inverter is not working. She won't turn on. She won't power on at all. I validated that we have 12 volts to the inverter, but for some reason, some little doodads in there just ain't working together to give us power. So I emailed the company, let them know. We'll see what they got to say. Hopefully they get back to us and we get something new in there. But as of right now, we still have no power. We are generating power. The panels are working as advertised perfectly, actually. Probably need to adjust the positioning a bit. Since I didn't move anything yesterday, I could see that the sun is kind of at an angle right now. But, I mean, it's going to come into play soon. But, as you can see, we did get I made some cables yesterday to get us all the way there. These are 2 sets, so we're running series parallel, if that makes sense to any of y'all. That was the best bet to get our system. I might play around with it still. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, but right now it's charging the batteries perfectly. I mean, I can't complain one single bit. So there will be updates coming. I'm hoping that we get this resolved fairly quickly. We'll see. All right, guys, it's another big day out here. Another morning with something happening. Look at that. Uh-oh. What might that be? Stay tuned and you'll find out. The latest installment of Northwood's Dream is right there. Boom! We got some internet. Wow, I'm so happy we got some internet finally. It's been a little stone age out here. The signal has been weak at best. However, now we have a little bit of a upgrade, boost, if you will. HughesNet, thanks for coming out today. I got a few emails from the solar company. They asked for some stuff, I gave it back to them, some voltages and stuff like that, but now they want me to rip this thing apart and check a fuse. I don't know, we'll get to it sometime today, but started digging the hole to bury the wires for the internet and the panels. Burning brush, it seems like a daily occurrence. It's kind of my life right now. So we're getting some more brush, just piles by piles, getting it done. So yeah, we'll dig this hole, we'll get these wires buried, we'll continue to burn brush, and at some point I got to get in there and start ripping that inverter apart. If there's something that you guys want to see specifically in a video, you know, bleep bloop that down into the comments area so we can, so I can accommodate. So if there's anything out here that you want to see particularly, I don't know, you name it, I'll try it. All right, so just let me know, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get to see all the videos. Thanks for everybody for watching. I appreciate it. Looks like we got ourselves a trench. It's as far as I can go that way because we got a insect infestation right under there, and yeah, they don't like it when I get close, so I'm gonna have to get some bee killer and take out these bees, but for now that'll be good as long as we can get the cars up and over this area here. Got so far, look at that, straight as a recurve bow. How beautiful is that? Got the gravel on the sides. We got a little trench here. I got the wire going into the tubing as we speak. Yeah, it's not as easy as I would like to think it is. However, we're gonna get this. We'll get her done.
A few moments later.
We got a little buried wires. There's a little lump here, but that's due to the fact that that gravel's going to settle, and I don't want a trough running down this area. So hopefully once it rains, we'll be able to pack that in a whole lot better. But we got the wires coming out of the ground over there. We got the wires coming out of the ground over there. It needs a little cleanup, but we'll get that cleaned up eventually. And yeah, good day's work. It definitely took me a lot longer than I would have liked. So, but it was a hot day. And I say hot, it was like 80 some degrees. It wasn't that hot. But out here in the sun, digging, trying to feed that wire through that PEX was a bit of a pain, but we got her. And yeah, I think I'll be able to run it over with no issues. Not have to be scared. All right, y'all.